somebody homeless. You could have made a charity or a thing that where you could have built a home and placed people, and ran some kind of organization that could help people. You could have like put some kind of trust fund for people that don't have money, that are getting kicked out of hospitals because they can't afford their surgeries and can't afford this thing. They show a dude, he had like half his head was gone, and they threw him out of the hospital because he didn't have insurance. And they showed that it was infecting and everything, and it was just disgusting. And they refused to help the dude. Like, how can you do that these days? Like, over insurance. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, Mars. I'm gonna call you Mars if you don't mind. But I appreciate that, my brother. But that's sad, bro. That's sad. It's a sad world we live. And then what about the vets and these old people that like sacrificed their life for our country, and yet they're disregarded so fast when they get back into the United States? Like, that's just not right. We got to look out for our vets and our people. You know what I'm saying? And especially when they come back so broken. I mean, some people were like, some person was joking around, haha, do you think PTSD is actually real? I'm like, or do you think they're just like sissies? I said, bro, are you kidding me? I said, bro, I'm from Chicago. I used to go to sleep through gunshots and being heard of gunshots. There's a big difference between saying somebody is a sissy and when suffering PTSD, when somebody watches their homie or their best friend or like a brother holding their guts together or being blown to pieces in front of your face, and you still gotta go fight and protect and do everything and then break down later. And then you hear certain things that remind you of the war, and they start going crazy and start going nuts. They just have that fight, adrenaline pumping. And I'm like, dude, would you really think that that's a fake illness or that's for sissies? How can you call somebody that fought and like shot? Like, there's a big difference if they were just working behind the lines. And even though that's still respectful, but there's a big difference when they're the one holding the gun and doing the shooting and literally barreling down on people. There's a big difference, guys. You know what I'm saying? So PTSD is a big thing, and it's a thing that we should address more often, you know. Another thing is that CTE with kids in sports. That's crazy that all this studies coming out about CTE and the danger of CTE, but they don't care. The sports make money. Football makes money. Football pays that college. It keeps all those people coming. It's an alumni. You're not knocking that down. CTE would be debunked until they decide they don't want to be debunked. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely true. You see wrestlers, Chris Benoit. What happened to Chris Benoit? He freaking went nuts. He even said there was something wrong with his head. Something not right. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other people that suffer. Even Aaron Hernandez. They said they checked his brain out. They said Aaron Hernandez had some crazy concussions done to his head and everything like that. His sporadic judgment of killing that guy and the shootings and that he was accused of earlier too, all that stuff is sporadic. Like, there's just, I mean, he did it a lot too as a younger age, but that's different too. You know what I'm saying? Being around gunshots, running from gunshots. Like, I've had that done in Chicago. Even young kids, I've seen it being done. So it's not new. But there's a big difference in shooting somebody and taking their life over some dumb crap. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, something wasn't right with that man's brain to make such a stupid choice. Wow. That's crazy. Craziness. But yeah, that's just my little get up